Hi, this is Barb Laib with Century 21 Affiliated. I'm based in our Appleton, Wisconsin office. You can always connect with me at www.connectwithbarb.com or by calling me at 920-585-5400. And if you have any questions with regard to this video recording on the December 2019 real estate market conditions, I'd be happy to answer them or point you to the right direction of where to find other answers. On my Facebook page, I will be posting slides the following day, Saturday, that will show you where I got some of the material. Right now, we've asked economists, when will the recession be? Well, last month they thought it'd be the end of next year, 2020, but they're pushing that back now. The good news is they think that the next recession is going to be probably the early part of the year of 2021. So that's a good thing, and they are confident that it's not going to hit 2020 just because there's several things happening in the real estate industry. For example, Goldman Sachs stated that U.S. growth is improving. The sharp drop of mortgage rates has reinvigorated the housing and recovery after a slowdown in the 2018 and early 2019. The structural outlook is very strong. A level of building activity still remains low based upon our demographic demand. This means in the supply of homes, our demand is higher than what our inventory is. When people hear recession, they always think back to 2008. No economist is projecting that great of a recession. In fact, as I mentioned last month, they're thinking home prices will increase in the recession that will hit probably early part of 2021 now. But home prices are still going to increase by 2.4%. So I wouldn't be worried about that too much. One thing I found very interesting was the buyer purchasing power is increasing. First American actually did a report on this, and it's true home prices were up by 5.7% in the past year. And that decreased buying and purchasing power was $21,300. But with mortgage rates staying relatively low, they actually decreased by 0.85% over the last year. That increased the buyer's buying power. And also, another thing that helped was the increase in wages that the public has been experiencing. This added into an increased buying power by about $56,000 for the average buyer. That's great news for sellers. Great news for buyers too. They can actually get into homes that are have a little bit more nice things about the home, just because of that. Again, Americans were surveyed, and they still feel that investing in real estate is so much more safer than putting their money in a savings account, investing in gold, U.S. bonds, or stocks. Now, as we're approaching the beginning of a new year, many people are thinking of putting their homes on the market. And many people, since the market is hot right now, are saying, I can do it myself. I could do a for sale by owner. We are going to shorten that term to FSBO through this video. But I want to share some interesting facts about selling a home on your own. The Consumer Housing Trends report surveyed found that 36% of sellers tried to sell their home on their own, but only 11% succeeded. So more than two-thirds of those sellers that attempted to sell on their own failed. Trying to sell your property on your own can cost you time and money. There's 7 reasons not to sell your property on your own. 1, it's hard to price it correctly. It's even hard for real estate agents to price a home correctly in many cases. 2, you need a marketing plan. That can be a challenge, especially for a homeowner. You have to make sure that you guarantee that the home is being marketed appropriately. And then there's always the inconvenience of showing your home when you're at work. Who's going to do that? You're going to miss out on buyers. There's also legal liabilities that you will take on when you're selling on your own. You also have to be careful of scams that happen. And it does happen. The real estate agent does take and is alerted to these scams, has maybe experienced them or had counterparts experience them. 6, safety. It always strikes me funny when people will put in an alarm system, make sure their home is safe. Before they go to bed at night, they lock all the doors, close all the windows, set the alarm. But then they decided to sell their home on their own, and they put a for sale sign in the front yard. And they invite total strangers into their home, and many times they even show them how the security system works. Not a good thing. You may think that you will achieve, by selling your home on your own, a better price, more money in your pocket, but that's not true. There was another study done from Collateral Analytics, and they compared properties that were sold through a real estate agent and properties that were sold through a for sale by owner, a FSBO. Usually the for sale by owner wants to save the commission. Let's say it's an average of 6%. Well, what they have found is usually the buyer going to a for sale by owner knows that they're not paying a commission, and they want that discounted off the home price sale. And that happens a lot. So being a for sale by owner, you're assuming all that liability, you're doing all the extra work. How are you going to do marketing, paying extra for that? By hitting all those challenges, you're not really money ahead. You're losing out on a lot of buyers that could be going through your home. And you're probably saying, how can that be? Why do FSBOs net less money? There's a couple of reasons. The buyer is looking for a discount when he goes to a for sale by owner. They know you're not paying a commission. Agents, real estate agents, know how to stage and get your home ready for sale so that you get the best dollars. The study found that properties listed with a real estate agent market to a much larger buyer population. There's many buyers that they don't want to go out on their own. They don't know about contracts. They don't know about earnest money and where is that going to be held. So they'll contact a real estate agent to guide them through the process. And like last spring, you list with a real estate agent, many times you have bidding wars on properties when it's the hot market. The percentage of buyers who actually used a real estate agent increased dramatically. Last year, 89%, almost 9 out of 10 buyers used a real estate agent. Yes, buyers do find their home on the internet because they're constantly searching what's out there, what's new. But the buyer still wants that agent to close that real estate transaction. I have a slide on my Facebook page that shows all the people and companies that are for sale by owner needs to negotiate with during the entire sales process. So take a look at those slides. They will be posted the day after you receive this on my business Facebook page. But why should you use a real estate agent? They help with all the disclosures and paperwork necessary in today's heavily regulated environment. They're well educated in real estate and experienced with the entire sales process. They also act as a buffer during negotiations that happen throughout the whole real estate transaction. They also can help you understand real estate values when setting a price on listing and also reviewing offers to purchase. They simply and effectively explain today's real estate headlines, and they can decipher for you what's happening in the marketplace because they're in it and living it every day. So when you're thinking this early winter, hey, let's make a change, let's put our home on the market, I hope you give me a call because I would like to help you through that and get you the best dollars. I appreciate you listening, and once again, this is Barbara Laib with Century 21 Affiliated, 920-585-5400, and you can connect with me at www.connectwithbarb.com. Thanks for watching.